So my name is Stephen Butler. I'm a researcher based at Teagasc Moorepark, and the title of this board is The Perfect Cow. So the first question is, what are the characteristics of the perfect cow? So that cow needs to be able to achieve high milk solids and to be efficiently producing that from a diet that's primarily based on grazed grass. The cow must have excellent fertility and longevity, so survives for a long time in a pasture-based system. And ideally this is an easy care cow, a cow that's easy maintenance, not a lot of trouble to look after. The current EBI has 7 sub-indexes comprised of 18 traits, and all of these traits combined are trying to maximize the profitability of the dairy cow. So as you can see, the EBI came in 2001, and up to that point, the gain in milk production, milk solids merit was increasing rapidly in the years before that. But since the EBI came in and now we've got a lot more traits, we're still achieving roughly 83% of the genetic gain in milk solids production. At the same time, we're getting huge improvements in the fertility merit. So you can see the calving interval. Shorter calving interval is better, and there's been a huge decline in the merit for calving interval. So we've had a big increase in milk solids merit. Much of this has come through better breeding values for protein and fat percentage here. The combination of the two of those has given us a big improvement in the milk solids production per cow. So what's the EBI doing? It's giving us more milk solids production. Because of better fertility, the cows are having longer lactations and they're having greater longevity. And we're also having easy care cows. These cows are much easier to maintain in the herd, lower maintenance animals. Importantly, it's also, these cows are producing milk with a lower carbon footprint. And that's important because in the future, carbon footprint is going to be the next license to produce milk. So greater cow lifetime performance, and the proof of that, which you'll hear more about in another board further over, is the next generation herd. So these are the best animals in the country based on EBI, and they are achieving most of our industry targets in terms of fertility and in terms of milk production performance. And based on e-profit monitor data, for every €1 improvement in EBI, it results in a €2 improvement in actual performance profitability. So what is a high fertility cow? If I ask you as a group of farmers what's a high fertility cow, you're going to very quickly tell me that it's a cow that's easy to get in calf and a cow that has many long lactations on the farm. So a cow that lasts for a long time and she goes in calf easily every year. But that's composed of a number of important things. So a cow calves, but she has to undergo uterine repair, resume cyticity, maintain body condition score, demonstrate heats. Her hormone profiles must be correct for her to be able to achieve all these things. And she must be able to achieve conception by approximately 85 days post-calving. A number of years ago, we set up a study to compare cows with high EBI fertility subindex versus cows with low EBI fertility subindex. And all of these things were more favorable in the cows that had the high EBI fertility subindex. And that tells you a very important thing, that as you select for EBI fertility subindex, you're going to get this easy care cow that has better fertility, better longevity, and as a result, have better performance in the farm. Another option is crossbreeding. So the question is there a role for crossbreeding? High EBI Jersey crossbreds would be an ideal complementary breed to our pasture-based systems. They're particularly complementary with Holstein Friesian cows because of their genetic distance. And by combining these two breeds, you're going to maximize what's called heterosis, or hybrid vigor. So that means the performance of the crossbred is above the mid-parent mean, more than what you'd expect based on the two-parent breeds. So we know that crossbreds will deliver between 100 to 150 euros more profit per cow per year. They have much greater milk solids composition, so very high protein, very high fat, and we're being paid on an A plus B minus C payment scheme. So you get a big benefit by having higher milk solids. They're a small animal with high intake capacity, and that allows an increase in stocking rate, which is going to be important now in this post-quota era, and give you greater milk solids output per hectare. And importantly, they also have excellent fertility. Earlier on this year, there was a big shake-up in the genomics. So the question, is genomics working? So what happened this spring? There was a 15% increase in the training population, and there was a change in the software used. Combined, there were some errors made, but it still is the case that farmers on average are 52 euros better off using genomics. So the whole national herd shifted down by about 39 euros, but genomics is still better to the tune of about 52 euros. And that's still being proved by the next gen herd. Those animals were identified based on genomics. Important to use a team of bulls, up to 7 bulls, ideally at least 5 or 6 bulls, and make sure that heifers are bred to easy calving bulls. The take-home message, the EBI is underpinning our system. So that's what's driving the improved profitability of our system. If you get a high fertility subindex, you're going to have a high fertility herd. Crossbreeding is a viable option. For the long-term future, high EBI is giving us a profitable cow that's going to be sustainable milk production long into the future.